We're live.
Hello, anybody out there? See, I see 4 on YouTube.
I see Michael and I see CB.
And Butch was here a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
You finally caught up. So we got about a 15 or so second delay between us and y'all. Oh wait, camera's down here, not up there.
Oops, sorry about that. That was me.
That's all right. So, for those who didn't get the memo, tonight's topic is cheap versus high dollar. And looks like Mr. Gill is pretty well prepared with the cheap stuff. But Al's got the smart stuff.
Yeah, I rate
And I've
thrift
got a little
stores.
bit of everything.
Yep.
I do have one.
See, I was confused for the longest time. What was that?
It is my flashy thingy thing. I'll just flash someone, take all their money, all their gear, and make them think they gave it away.
I'll use the old-fashioned method. Hi, David. That's David Mule Train Homestead.
Yep.
Oh, that's the other one I got to bring up.
There's
I got a sound echo over here. There it is. Got it.
Okay. All gone?
Everything taken care of. Hey, David.
Good.
Hey, bud.
So it seems how Al, who always... What's that?
Okay, so answer the question, Butch. Are you fourth base or are you shortstop? So are you I don't know or are you I don't care?
All right, Al's the one with the box of goodies in front of him. So we're going to let Al kick it off tonight with opinions and thoughts on versus cheap stuff.
Well,
and again, folks, go ahead.
It's not really cheap stuff. It's just slightly used stuff because I don't like to spend money. So I go to the thrift store, and if it looks good and works, I'll use it. Like raiding the kitchen drawer. Instead of paying who knows what on plastic stuff. Or I go to the thrift store, all three less than $1. And it's like one of these fancy things, you know. I'll just use a butcher knife. 8-inch butcher knife works just as well. And one of these that costs money on eBay or $1.75 at the hardware store getting all the goodies like the cotton rope and the copper tubing. It isn't rocket science, folks. Oops. Yeah, I dropped it. You can have one of these or you can make it out of a soda can.
Just be very careful when you're making them out of soda cans.
Yeah, I know.
Drill bits, if they snap, it's easy to go right through your finger real quick.
Or if you're while you're trying to cut it, if you slip.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. My favorite eating dish is a baked pan.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
you
cheap.
can stick it in the fire and it still works.
Well, no, you can't use it on this one. It's Teflon because I cook in a Dutch oven. But I could put it in a Dutch oven with a trivet and it's a baking dish. Or I could use it as an eating dish because it's high wall. I tried pie plans for years. It didn't work out too well.
Butch says never say cheap, say economical, because it could be economical and good quality, or it could be expensive and cheap crap.
Right. My other favorite is... Go ahead, Dave.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Al.
Remember? Foreign surplus. This is a one from the Swedish. It's basically a wooden noggin cup that you carve yourself out of block wood, except it's high-tech plastic. It's a noggin cup. You know, if you're a bushcrapper, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then This one is an old steel pot. It's old copper pot one that the handle broke off and was on sale at the thrift store. And I found the lid, metal lid, steel. And I have a little 1 quart. I think it's a quart. Does that look like a quart?
Looks like 2 quarts.
Yeah,
Excuse
it's
me.
like 2 quarts.
2 quart pot. So that's ready for the fire.
Mm-hmm.
50 cents.
That's a lot
Economical.
cheaper than the one that's over Gil's left shoulder there,
Yeah.
or right shoulder for those watching. The little cook pot up above your shoulder. There you go.
There.
Other side. There, yeah, there you go.
There
That
you go.
one's at Walmart.
Over my
I
left
have
shoulder.
one.
Okay. Hang on here.
Hey, reef robber.
Okay, let's see what Gil's got at the wonderful Chinese stuff.
Actually, I don't have much stuff in here. Oh, that's why. That's what we're on. Hang on. Let me get something here.
Again, Chinese stuff. What went wrong?
No, my the way I was typing it in, type stuff, something saying hi to Reef Robber and wrong. Hey, Reef Robber, I'm in Idaho. All right. I didn't bring up a lot of examples, but because there'd be too many. I mean, I could bring in half to one cargo container out there. You know, I'd have a big old racks behind me just full of crap, and some of it's
Hey,
good
dude.
crap, some of it's empty crap. Hey, WD. So, what I do have here, grab it off the table here. You forgot to mute. So what I did grab to show off is a bow. And it is, you know, see if I can get there. This is stuff. There you go. It's, you know, the brand name is good. It has some really high dollar ones in it. They also have some very inexpensive ones, and this is one of the inexpensive ones. It's set up. If you look at it, I put the arrow on either side, so left hand or right hand. So it makes it good if I'm shooting left. If I want to hold the bow in my right hand, I put the arrow right on up, pull it. If I want to do it the other way, I can put the arrow right on up and pull it. I don't have to lay it over and, you know, do the Hollywood thing, which started out the shooting incorrectly to begin with. But that was, I think that was like $49 on Amazon 5 years ago when I got it. Yeah, it'll harvest rabbits, squirrels,
Carp.
possums.
You could also fish with it too.
Fish with it. I can take down small goats and stuff with it. Heck, if I get a good shot, I can take down a deer with it. But you know, it's inexpensive, but it's a good quality. I don't have to go with the $750 Anita Eagle recurve breaking compound bow that shoots it out at, you know, half the speed of sound. You know,
Sorry, Butch, I have one of these. I have P38s, but I can't find it. Dang, thing's too small.
yeah. I know I sent you some, Uncle Al.
I know, I got it. I just got to find it.
Do I have P38? I got the P38s. I got the P51 can openers. I got the big, huge number 10 can opener because the regular can opener, you try using those big cans. After about 4 cans, it's going to break.
I got this one too.
Mhm.
Can't go wrong with this.
I got one of those sitting right over there.
And I do have something cool to give away. I do have that to give away. Dave wants it.
Oh, gee, you didn't have to, Gil. Thanks so much. Oh, wait.
Rig the wheel.
The thing is with this, I've gotten some really cheap crap just to test it out to see if it's any good. I've gotten some
Froze.
again, and I've gotten some really stuff that I wish I hadn't gotten. So sometimes, unless you have
Jerry.
out there giving you the proper scoop on it, having doing a product review on a certain thing, you may go ahead and believe what you hear on these ads and stuff. I'm not going to name one, but they stay.
Full Patriots.
I wasn't going to say that, but they have that little solar generator that has been rated by some people as a piece of crap, because even though it's a 15, it says it's a 1500 watt unit. The inverter is 1500 watt, but it's only a 650 watt amp hour battery, which means you can't max with it.
Right. It's good for charging small batteries and maybe a cell phone. That's all it's good for.
Yeah. Well, two of the guys said you tried it and said you can. It will run a C if it's fully charged. It will run a CPAP all night. But you need to charge it up immediately the next day, and hopefully you have enough solar panels that'll.
And unfortunately, the solar panel that's on there will not fully charge it in one day.
Right, that comes with that. Ooh, and boom, yeah. So you got to be careful what the slick salesmen out there are selling you. Do the research on it. Find the guys out there doing research on everything from the tents, the sleeping bags, the cookware, knives, ferro rods, other knives, hatchets, everything you can think of, whatever you might need, because some stuff looks really cool and they spout out all sorts of salesman stuff at you, and when you get it, it's like, that's a good pot, but yeah, it's so just and there's another something. Let me point it out real quick. There are some high dollar solar generators. They cost, and you're looking at a couple $1,000s, but they don't hold a candle to some that are cheaper, or should I say more inexpensive. And so you just got to check the reviews from multiple sources before you invest heavily into anything. But for the small stuff, like Uncle Al said, thrift store. You'd be surprised what you can pick up at a thrift store that is good quality stuff.
Right, because people don't know what they're throwing away,
or they've gotten older, and it's like, we're not camping anymore. Let's donate this stuff and get it out of the house.
I got one of the old 60s style. Remember, Gil, 1960 type of Coleman bell tent with a zipper. I'm repairing it. That thing's canvas. Do you know how hard it is to get that thing? I'm working on the tubing. Mm-hmm. So it's all set up. It's nice. It's bell shaped, and it's like, guess how much I paid for it, guys?
$5.
Close. $20 because it fits a family of 6. It's one of the old style with the little lean-to sticking out. Dave, have you seen one of those?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's canvas too. It's not
reading chat.
CR's in the house. Will's in the house.
Tibor's here.
Yep.
Tibor's here. Hey. So
Jerry's here.
Yeah.
The Styromaniac himself. Hi Jerry.
And
don't hand Jerry a ferrocerium rod. It will go poof.
Especially not one a half-inch diameter one.
Yeah. That's not camping. WD when you have an electric blanket and a generator.
Hang on, I do have something here to show you.
Uh-oh. So we'll wait for him to come back before I get into my spiel.
Okay.
Because I am going to rant.
This was from a company that usually carries good stuff, but they got a deal on these from across the ocean, and what it has on it here, right up in here, are 2 of those like quarter size batteries that just
froze.
Yep, it's charged by. You got a magnet here. Watch it, and it slides through the coil. There you go. and it's supposed to charge up the batteries and stuff. Problem is, it doesn't do squat. Now, if I take it while I'm doing it here, I get a little bit of light, and the second I stop, it won't charge the batteries. The batteries are crap.
Well, that's because the batteries that are in it are not rechargeable batteries.
Oh, so they're supposed to be rechargeable. It says on the box, and it says it was. Yeah. So, and I can't even get in there because this is
it's sealed.
It's sealed and stuff. And there's, once they solder the switch on, that can't come out. And it's like, that's garbage. But there is something from the same company that's pretty good.
At least you could eat that one.
Yeah, this is good. They haven't broken their seal, and when I popped some of them open, the orange ones are actually pretty good, believe it or not. But they're not bad.
Yeah, I always like gimmicky flashlights. They always crack me up. Go ahead, Dave. Do your rant.
My turn. My turn. Okay, first off, we're going to hit the point Gil made a minute ago, or 4 minutes ago. To believe all the crap you see. Everybody here is awake enough not to believe everything they see. And you know what? This is the reason I quit doing anything for 4Patriots. They wanted me to get extra people to help me do this, to do the reviews. And I'm a no BS, no fluff. I don't like commercials that are all this fancy dancy unicorn rainbow poop everywhere type crap reviews, because most of the time they're lying through their eye teeth. I tell you the way it is. You see it on my reviews. If I think it's good, I'll tell you. If I think it's okay, I tell you. If I think it's a POS, I tell you. I tell you the flaws, the good points. I'm not going to sit there and make something that's, forgive the vernacular, half-assed sound like it's top quality. Now, that being said, their solar generator is a POS.
Yeah.
That's what the little ad says. And for a 30-minute ad, it better do better than the Renogy stuff or the Energy stuff. It should be phenomenal for a 30-minute ad. It doesn't rate a 5-minute review on my channel. I've got sitting over here, and I won't bring it over because the panel is actually sitting outside, and I'd have to disconnect everything, and I'm not doing it. But I got a review on my channel of a cheap little teeny solar weather band. It has 5 or 6 18650 batteries in it that recharge off one solar panel. It's so I paid $40 for it. It's good for all 6-volt devices. So cell phones, flashlights, and stuff like that. That's its primary job. That's it. I don't expect it to run a CPAP. I don't expect it to run my fridge. I use it for what it needs to be. It was inexpensive, but I got it because I knew what I needed it to do. Now behind me, if I down right there, the solar panel for the Renogy stuff. That's more robust. I have a 1,000-watt inverter and a 400-watt inverter for it, so I can run the refrigerator on and off when I need to, or the freezer momentarily when I need to keep stuff cold. That was more expensive. When it comes to solar, spend a few extra dollars to get the better quality of stuff. Mm-hmm. When it comes to knives, go see Jerry. Just go see Jerry. Jerry makes great knives. I don't have one yet, but I have seen some of the stuff he's done. Who's breaking up? It's because
you're breaking
Can
up.
you hear me now, Jerry? That's what they said.
Yeah.
But that's because I have to away from the microphone.
Yeah.
But Jerry's up there in the woods too, so it could be his scissors. Yeah.
Did I hear a frog croaking or it's a singing act?
Oh, you heard my alarm there, reminding me to picture of that.
That was again.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, Lori.
Hey, who's on that? Yeah, okay, that was Gil's phone. I better not sound like a broken chipmunk, or I'm gonna be very upset. Anywho, because the sound equipment is very expensive. This microphone's not that bad. The soundboard is expensive. It was an upgrade that I needed to do in order to produce better quality videos and stuff. So it's paid off. It ain't got no bill there. So that being said, cheap gear or inexpensive gear. You can find quality gear at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, your big box stores, or Salvation Army, Goodwill. You can find some deals where you can get decent stuff for not a lot of money.
Yeah.
But again, you need to check and see what other people say about it. Don't go out there to your military surplus store and go out and buy the great big huge 500-pound canvas tent that sleeps 30 people unless you know how to set it up, because you've just wasted money.
Because those things were designed for heavy use. It's like I tell people, if you're backpacking, get a foam pad. Do not get the cot, because Dave slept on a cot. I slept on a cot. Gil slept on a cot. Those things are heavy once you break it down into its basic bundle. Try to pack that all day.
All right, Dave, can you put what I'm sharing up there?
Let me find the mouse pad or mouse slice. Bing.
Okay, here's a prime example. I think everybody's heard of Jetboil. The Jetboil, $109. This one does not have the electronic ignition on it. Ooh, the Fire Maple, $49.95. Oh, it has the electronic ignition on it. Well, is it as good as the Jetboil? Well, let me put it this way. The other Fire Maple, let me scroll down to it here. This one here for $69. I have it. It's a little bit bigger and outperforms the Jetboil. It's cheaper, or it's less costly. $30 less, has the electronic ignition on it and outperforms it. And I like the coloring on it.
Hi, Tammy.
And it takes the exact same things on it. Now, Jetboil has a pot setup similar to this thing here, shown here, that you can put a big pot and a skillet on and stuff. I got it when it was being discontinued at the Scout Shop, and they just wanted to get rid of it. And I talked them down even more. Even with the discounts and stuff they gave on it, it's like, okay, this is an emergency stove only. I'm not going to cook on it all the time for camping and stuff. That goes in my bug out bag where I only got to use it for 3 or 4 days or 5 days at the most, and I don't have to worry about it. But as far as these type stoves and stuff go, you got the Blue Genie for $89, and it has a metal pot on the top of it, and the Fire Maple here for $49 with, and both these top ones have the. Well, I'm not sure the top one does. Yeah, it does. It has the button there. It has the electronic ignition. The small Jetboil one here does not have the electronic ignition on it. You got to go up to one of the bigger ones to one of the more expensive Jetboil ones that has the electronic ignition on it. So, but you can
get the little one down below.
Yeah, you get the little one here for this has gone up in price. If you hunt around, you can find this for about $7, and it comes with electronic ignition. In fact, that's what I gave Uncle Al, was one of those, and in my giveaway. So there's, you look around and check things out. Don't just because it's got a name brand on it does not mean it's better.
Right, and you don't need a fancy pot to boil coffee.
No.
I make coffee all the time outdoors with this. And a lot of people don't know it's a mocha pot.
Yeah. So, you look around, check the reviews on them and stuff for what they have. Like the, these, some of these, the Wild one, which is looks like it's a knockoff of the Maple one here. $61. It's got 4.5 stars. This one, the Fire Maple, 4.5 stars. The Blue Mega has 5 stars. Well, 5 3/4 stars. I guess they got one person went only gave it 4 stars instead of 5 stars. So
Cool.
and on Amazon, check the reviews
Hey, Craig.
because a lot of if they have 1 and 2s, read the 1 and 2s. They'll tell you everything that's gone wrong with it.
And that's the main thing too, folks. I let it say hi, Will. Hello, Will. That's the thing too. Just because a product may have, 1,000 great reviews, you're always got a chance of getting one bad apple. Maybe it was Friday afternoon, it's close to closing time, and the guy putting it together, I'm done. So look for the negative review first. Find out the worst possible things that can happen.
Yeah.
And if you're ingenious enough and kind of inventive and good with your hands, you can repair those defects should you get that and you come up with that problem. You'll find that, and I get stuff sent to me from Amazon people for me to review. I'm waiting on one right now. Hey, Garner, Josh. I'm waiting on, it's a Red Dot site. So when I get it, I'm not going to put it on a weapon because it's a red dot. They're going to, you sight it in, you shoot. Big deal. Is it durable? So I'm going to mount it on my test platform. It's a 2.5 pound mock-up of a rifle, and I'm going to drop it. I'm going to bang it around, and we'll see how well it fares, how well it holds up. I'm not worried about it keeping center because I'll be able to tell. I have a nice little crossbow right there. I need a rifle. Now, I may not put that on there because YouTube is going ballistic over stuff like that for people like me who are trying to get monetized. I will lose a lot of hours real fast because I don't have a subscriber base that some of these other channels that shoot on have. They can't override the analytics that way. That being said, always check the negative reviews for anything you're thinking about buying. Search YouTube. There is always a video somewhere on something about what you're thinking about. The little so-called 3-man pup tent that I got a review on my channel for. It was $40 at Walmart. When I put it out there, there was one, maybe 2 other reviews on the tent. And I had to re-upload it after my last channel went. So when I put it on this channel, now there's like 75 or 80 different, maybe even more by now, reviews of that tent. I must have got one of the great ones because it don't leak. I've seen other people say, oh, mine's like a sieve. And you look at how they have it set up. They got it sitting flat on the ground. There's all kind. You can see 6 coming out from underneath the tent. Yeah. Watch how people do the reviews. Because that.
Dave, on that, I want to point out, I was I saw a review on the same generator I had. The guy never fired it up. All he did was spew all the negative things he's heard about from other ones. And he never fired it up. And he goes, this is a piece of crap. And some people said, well, you never fired it up. You never showed us it running. How come? And all he was doing was just firing a total negative review. And so sometimes you'll get fake negative reviews. On some of these products I've been looking at on Amazon and stuff, 5 stars, works great. Okay, that's all they say. Met my needs. Now you start, as it starts dropping down into stars, you start getting more information. I bought it. It did this, that, and that. It didn't do this. That's why I'm only giving it a 4. That's a good review. That's a good review when it says it does this, but it didn't do this, so I'm not giving it a 5.
I got to answer Butch's question from, they don't make wooden matches like they used to. That's because they went to a green formula And that's also a safety issue because used to be they used to send matches through the mail. Unfortunately, the U.S. Mail Service, after a couple of mail trucks caught on fire, they said no deliveries by U.S. mail, and they have to go by
Yes, Steve.
standard trucking route. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I just said hello to SD, and there's Courtney and Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry, I really would like to see that video, but I can hear the morning newscast, right afterwards. Local man sets forest on fire by testing nuclear shotgun shells. Film at 11.
And Kaylin came in too. Hi, Kaylin. Hey, Courtney.
Hey,
And to answer Kraken's question, it's the same one that I did the review of, the Furman Tri-Fuel from that I got at Costco. I've heard there was one guy saying, "Oh, the alternator keeps breaking on it." Well, it ain't got an alternator on it. That was one guy kept on doing it. I told him it doesn't have an. He kept commenting on mine. That he goes, "Well, my alternator kept breaking off on mine." I go, "It doesn't have an alternator." Yeah, it does. And I said, "Fine, I'm not going to argue with you." But there's I've seen some negative ones and positive ones on the same generator I have, and I keep telling them, I've had no problems. I run it once a month. I put it under load. I make sure it's good. But like I say, some of the bad ones was they were saying, "Oh, the something breaks on the inside, something breaks there," and it's like, they say they can't get a hold of customer service. Someone else says, "Yeah, I had this problem. I called customer service and they took care of it." So you have to take the negatives and the positives with a grain of salt.
Right. And just let's go to something that most people, and it's not prepping related, but when you go to electronics and you go to look at a TV, for the longest time, Sony was the name. If you could afford it, you were buying the very best of the best of the best of it. Sony was the Cadillac and above of electronics, whether it was TVs, VCRs, beta machines, your portable Walkmans. Heck, they're the ones that invented the Walkman in the first place. Sony was the name. Now you've got a company like LG and the other ones that produce just a good quality and sometimes better quality and picture quality than Sony does. The price difference, thousands of dollars. So just because it's got a name on it, just because it says, Sony, doesn't mean it's better than the LG. My monitor right now in front of me, which is clicking off my glasses, is an LG monitor, $50. The same size Sony monitor, 32 monitor, is $390. This $40 doing me just fine. Gives me just as good a picture quality. Same goes for camping gear. Do you really need that Maxpedition bag that's $150? We didn't go to Walmart and watch your sales and pick one up from what is it? Realtree, not Realtree, but there's some outdoor name on it. I don't remember my light bag is one. I paid $30 for my bag. It's just as big as the red medical bag behind me. That medical bag is a Maxpedition bag. It is very expensive. It holds a lot of stuff. It's very durable. That bag I got from Walmart. Hey, Nina. It's Discover Sustainable. Good evening. That cheaper or inexpensive bag from Walmart is 5 years old now, and still just as durable as the day I bought it. And I've used it. I've been camping with it twice. It gets thrown around a lot. As a matter of fact, the movie got to run quite a bit. Still looks brand new. So, and those for who don't know, Miss Nina is rebuilding her channel. It's Discover Sustainable. So if you have a chance, please go over, check out a video or two, give her a like. She's got a lot of great homesteading stuff and knowledge. She's great with canning. She has a freeze dryer. Warning, you may drool while watching videos on freeze drying. Just giving you a heads up. It's Yeah. Okay. So go check her out. Give her a thumbs up. Give her a like. Give her a follow. Let's get her numbers up too, please.
Yeah.
She's a great lady.
Looking at some of the comments in the side chat here and what you were saying, Dave. They're in California. I'm not sure how far east they come. I froze again. Company called REI.
Yep. All right.
Their tents are guaranteed for life. 20 years down the road, the scout troop bent broke the aluminum poles going for the tents and stuff, and they went in to buy a replace. They brought in, we need to get a replacement for this and that, and they go, hang on, that's one of ours. Yeah, okay, never mind. Here you go. Here's a replacement. Wrote it up as a replacement. And he goes, what? Don't we have to pay for it? Lifetime guarantee. Of course, they didn't tell him. Well, it's used by a bunch of Boy Scouts. He probably would have gone, okay, wait a minute, time out. But yeah. Now the thing is with REI, their name brand stuff has lifetime warranties on it, but they also sell some crap in the store that's high priced. And it's like, oh, now I know how they're able to do their lifetime warranty. They sell this crap at $5,000 markup, and bank the money for the replacement on the lifetime warranty stuff.
Lori, you're fired. You know better than to come in here talking about food while we're doing a live stream. Shame on you. You have to go to the loom and start spinning some yarn into golden threads. Go. Come on. Kidding.
Of course, you have to pay. REI, I used to do, use their products and stuff. The only problem is you have to pay what you're looking for, and you got to look carefully because, like Gil says, there's a lot of junk in between. It's like trying to find a pig and $100 bill. It says, no, that's $100 bill. No, that's a pig. So you have to look around between the pigs to find the $100 there under all the. Well, we can't discuss it because Dave's trying to get monetized.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
All right, let me address that real quick. Yes, monetization would be nice. They still owe me $73 from a couple of years ago when on my other channel. I would really like that. But one thing I will not do is I'm not selling out to get it. I'm not going to create rainbows and unicorns and make fluffy videos and pretend that crap don't exist the way it really exists. I'm not sugarcoating. If the company I'm doing a review for don't like what I'm saying, then they need to either up their game or quit sending me stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not changing the way I do reviews. I'm not going to sit here and BS you guys.
Or you can send it to those bikini models who are now demonstrating survival gear. That always cracks me up. Like, no way in hell these people will survive. Hi, I'm a fashion model, and I have this wonderful little stove. Luckily, she didn't burn her hair off because it was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
Hey, Tim.
Nice looking.
All right, I'm going to get a couple here first. Hey, Butch, I don't spend much. I've pretty much got everything I need as far as gear. Do I want more gear? Of course. Do I need more gear? No. And as far as Jerry's comment about the slug pack, I remember his review on that. Those are great, and yeah, they don't have a problem with slug pack stuff. If it comes damaged, it's replaced. You damage it, they replace it. Unless, of course, it's absolute neglect. But the stuff got to be decent quality. And no, Lori, don't run away. You can stay. Just no more talking about food, man. I mean, that makes me want to reach over here and grab these fattening little gummy bears. That I don't really have. I don't have any. No, they're not here. And yeah, Kraken, yes, there is out there. A company recently sent me an email, said, hey, I'd like to review our gear. Okay, so I'm going to do my check out that company's gear on YouTube to see who's doing it. There was one lady from Brazil who was wearing a bikini that was probably 5 sizes smaller than what she should be wearing. And, she... Just a second. What? Huh? Yeah, it's in the cupboard if you can reach it. And she had absolutely no clue about what she was doing. None. So I private messaged her. I sent her an email. I asked her, why she did the review. She said it was free. So I said, do you really know how to use that? I'm not, I told her, no, go check out my channel. You can see I'm an actual person who does reviews. And she had no clue. So I actually helped out and gave her some. She re-reviewed it. And the company quit sending her stuff. Because she told the truth. Because it was a POS.
Yeah.
So mind what you watch. Because some of it, a bulletproof bivy, not going to happen.
No. That's way too funny. I'll be right back. I have to check on something.
All right.
And see, that now that I've hit that beautiful 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm getting an email or two a day. Could you please review our stuff? I've actually, in the last week, had a company who sells lingerie ask me if I wanted to do reviews for lingerie.
Did you ask them to send the model with it?
I'm not built for it. Thanks anyway.
You should say, are you sending the model with it for me to review it on the model?
I thought about it, but I realized it was,
I'm just trying. I got an email on one of those. I don't know if I just put it in the junk and told them to stop sending stuff to me, or whether I actually saved it. Let me see. Product reviews. Did I put it in here? No, I got rid of it. They said we've seen you've done several reviews. Are you ready to step up your game and become part of our corporation, whatever basically they're saying they want you to give all positive reviews and fluff pieces on the stuff they're peddling.
Well, the one I got was a little different. Sorry about that, folks. The one I got said, hey, we see you do reviews, you're an influencer. Would you like to step up your game and become a progressive influencer?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, progressive. Wow. That'd be stepping up my game. Yeah. And, let's see. Oh, they gave me a web page. So I'm going, okay, before I answer these guys, because, I'm going to do reviews to step up my game. Maybe I'll get some good gear out of this thing. And so I go check out their stuff. Women's clothes, men's clothes for workouts, workout gear. Okay, that may be okay, because I want to get back into some, a little bit of weight training. Lower my body weight and make me a little healthier. So I keep going down and keep going down.
I'm sorry, I just looked up what Jerry was talking about.
Yeah, I've already looked at one up before. Yes. Interesting.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Anyway. By the time I got done looking at all the products, there was absolutely nothing that pertained to being prepared. Oh, I guess in a sense, if you do some weight training, with isometric bands and stuff like that, and your core muscles and your outer muscles, it breaks you a little step closer to being prepared. That's not the focus. I touched that some of my videos last year, and I'll wind up doing it again sometime this year, I'm sure. But
Right? It's like the Shake-Awake guys. Remember the Shake-Awake? It's the same company they made Gill's flashlight. Yeah. Okay, folks. That doesn't do anything for prepping or survival. It's kind of ridiculous. I get offers. I don't do reviews like Dave noticed. I do. If I like it, I'll do a review. If I don't like it, I won't. I'll forget it. Yeah. Because I read a lot of books and I've been like, nah, they're just parroting whatever everybody else is saying, or they don't have a different viewpoint, or these guys are nuts. The moon and the sun and a giant monster from outer space will attack the earth. Like,
Damn, that's
no.
what I've been missing. That damn monster.
Yeah.
Shit.
No.
I knew there was a third part to that.
You're right. It's not that. If you're going to do any of the stuff like Dave and Gil says, test it for 3 days. Go out camping, try it out, see if it works, see if it breaks. I keep it like this. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. You know what? But if it breaks in 3 days and it burns up or catches on fire, like so many little Walmart Scout kits, yes, you can cook a whole meal in this little tiny pot that only holds a fourth a cup of water. Now, I like my stuff I find at the thrift store or at Salvation Army or wherever I could find it or in the dumpster. I will make my own stuff. I will sew my own stuff. I'll do my own stuff because I don't trust nobody. It's like some poor Chinese kid. Yes, please buy my stuff that I made for camping. No.
I'm reading a little sideline here in the chat here. Kraken started it, and I think it's a great idea. Send the lingerie to Steve at Corsair Trainers. The Marine with a big beard. Send it to him. And Lori's cracking up on it. Yeah.
That would be bad. I could see MSNBC the following morning. Local California ex-Marine goes on wild rampage on Chinese company for sending him lingerie. Video 7. But no,
Either that or he would review it on the Monday morning coffee. Look what they sent me. What do you think I know?
No, it'd be worse if Steve's wearing the lingerie doing the.
No, he would not. He would not.
I like wash my eyes with soap.
and it's. I'll bring up one item. Okay, everybody wants to have a piece of night vision in their kit. Everybody wants one. I mean, night vision is a prepper's wet dream, if you will, as far as gear. And I did a review on a very budget-friendly that actually works. I did some reviews or watched a couple videos, and I did some checking, made some, inquiries, and managed hold of one. I'm glad I did. This is a long-range version. It starts out at 7 power, or 5 power. Goes up to 9. They also make, for right around the same price point, right around $150, a 1 power. That'll zoom out to 3. 1 power is perfect for CQB. For those who don't know. I do plan on picking one of them. All right, Ninas, be safe up there, down there. We'll catch you soon.
Yeah.
But I did good research on that before I even attempted to get a hold of one. Do I recommend that night vision? Yeah, if you're on budget and you want night vision, definitely pick that one up. If you need long range or if you want close, there is a 1 power model. And as soon as I can, I'm planning on getting one. Because now that I move to a more rural but urban type area, I close up vision, not long range. So, you can get decent gear. You don't have to go out and spend $2,000 for night vision to be able to see what's going on out of ways. You can get $150 pair of binoculars, like what I got, that will attach with a couple little attachments to a ballistic helmet, so it's hands-free. And the one I got was beautifully.
Yeah.
Downside, it takes regular lead batteries. I have a ton of those. So, just figure out what you want. Okay,
Yeah.
Make your list. Then go through and check various sites. Now, Alibaba may have a deal on it, or Wish, or one of these other overseas companies where you can save big money on items that you really want to get. Are you willing to take the chance in it being exactly what it says it is? Because if you're going to order boots from Wish, don't have big feet.
Yeah. They're all programmed
Hey,
for
Jerry.
Asian feet.
Yes. Jerry, ATN just came out with a very nice sub $500 will work great for your AR, and it's super simple and easy to use compared to their other items. If you don't need a ballistic calculator, this would be the way to go. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but you go check ATN's website and you'll find it. And it's a light version or an LT version or something like that. But it's sub $500, and it does everything that the big ones do. Just you don't have the ballistic calculator in it, which most people don't need. They're pretty adept with their weaponry.
Right, we're
And
almost
now,
at the
I'm gonna-
top. Go
Yep,
ahead,
that's why I'm
Dave.
going to hit this right here. Lori, Queen of the North, starting her channel again. And not just golf clap, everybody clap. Come on, give her a good
Yay.
hand clap. And so she's documenting things a little bit more than she has in the past. That is awesome. I am all for it. I'm happy for her. And if you ain't part of her channel base, get over, get on the button, do what you do to make it happen. And the minute she starts putting up videos, start watching them, please. Lori is a supporter for most everybody's channel here, even if she doesn't say something all the time. She's always giving thumbs up. She's always watching videos. Go show her the same respect and support. Again, go check out Miss Nina's stuff. Discover Sustainable. She's redoing herself a little bit due to some recent change. So go over and give her a like, give her a sub, watch a couple of her videos, get to know Miss Nina. She is an awesome person.
All right, Dave, I'm going to slip
So-
out of here and go get my stuff set up.
So
I'll see you
here's your
guys over at
minutes.
my channel in 8 minutes.
9 minutes.
Oh,
9.
all right. My clock says 8. All right. See you guys over there in a little bit.
All right, and it's
And
just me
so-
and Dave right here. Another thing, folks, if you're using military surplus, be careful because sometimes when you get foreign surpluses, it might, like the Soviet Union, I keep telling people this, sometimes they're not up to health standards. Like I had to decontaminate one cup that was painted because the East Germans like to paint their field mess. You know what I'm talking about, Dave, their mess buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with lead
Yep.
paint. So if you get one of
you have
those,
to watch out. You have to really watch out for stuff that's coming from Russia because when they abandoned Chernobyl, and I've seen a couple of YouTubers go over and do video exposés on what's left of Chernobyl. There is a lot of radioactive protective gear just laying all over the place. And what some unscrupulous people are doing is they're going and pilfering through it, finding the stuff that looks really good, and they're pulling it out of the remnants of Chernobyl. Mess kits, gas masks, full hazmat suits. If it looks decent, they're putting it on eBay or other places and selling it as great quality stuff, and you're going to get it, and it's going to be radioactive.
it might kill you. So that's another thing you have to be careful of. Remember the gas warfare they had between Iraq and Iran back in the 80s? And they were selling like uniforms and mess kits, and people were buying it back then. I can't forget. It was eBay, right? During the 90s, right? And people were getting sick, and at the hospitals, people scratching their heads. Like, this is like mustard gas burns, and they're trying to figure out where they were getting it. It was coming off of the old uniforms they were selling on eBay to people. And it was a big thing. And eBay had held to pay with the U.S. government because you cannot bring a chemical. What's the word for it?
You can't bring contaminated gear through the mail.
Right. And so, post office was going nuclear over it. So you have to be careful when you pick up certain items. Okay? You have to be very careful on military goods. And also, if you're another thing, if you wear a camouflage outfits, I told everybody in my missionary group one time, do not wear any camo. If I catch a person wearing camo in the missionary group, I'm gonna make you see Jesus really quick, because you're in a foreign country and you wear camo. that means you're a terrorist or a revolutionary. And they don't really trust Christian missionaries if you wear camo.
Yeah, they don't get it.
Yeah, and unless you want to be hung on the nearby bridge, no, I would not recommend any Christian group that's going to preach any kind of foreign outfit. I don't care if it's mil surplus, doesn't go on the trip. No. So be careful, okay?
So
Anything you want to close out, Dave?
So back to the original point, we've derailed our train a couple times here.
Sorry.
eBay isn't that bad of a place, Tibor. I have got some good stuff off of eBay. I'm just very careful about the sellers that I deal with. It's a caveat when you deal with eBay. As far as the original point, just pay attention. Just because it says REI on it doesn't mean you have to buy it. There are other companies that'll sell stuff. It's just as good a quality for less. Boots is another one. You can go out and buy some 511 boots, the Deltas, from 511, and you're going to pay $150, $200 for them. Or you can go to Walmart and buy a pair of their steel-toed boots that will last. Now, are they going to be great for running like you would get in the Deltas? No, but they'll do what you need to do. I don't think any of us plan on doing any combat tactics anytime soon. So if you don't need a piece of gear that desperately, then don't go out and spend the $200, $300, $400, whatever dollars on it. Get the gear that you do need. Make that list. Go through it. Find your prices. And then do some research to see if there's other alternatives of a lesser cost that'll get you by with what you need. All right, Larry, go get that bread. We'll see you over at Gills.
And another thing, if you want to see something funny, I tell Hubble Scat this: go test your stuff right now. And he did. He did that 15-mile, or is it, I can't remember what in kilometers, little night walk from his workplace back home. And he's telling the truth. All the problems he had, he jumped the fence, pooed in somebody's yard or something, and he showed the shoes. Those were track shoes. Okay, if you have to walk a distance, I would get, like Dave says, good pair of boots, because you're going to really feel it after 15 miles.
Yep. And if you plan on, if your budget can afford it, then getting a pair of 511 Deltas, which are the most comfortable boot other than jungle boots. And those who've been in the military know what I'm talking about when I say jungle boots. They are soft side canvas. They're the best boot you can get while you're in the military. The 511 Deltas, either tan or black or whatever color you want, are comfortable. The way the sole is curved a little bit, I can't say enough about them. I will eventually buy me another pair, but I'll have to buy them here in the U.S., which means I will have to pay a top dollar for them, and it will be $150 for them. But I know
Right.
it'll outlast the boots that I bought at Walmart that I've had for 7 years now. They're still going strong. I wear them all winter long. I wear them hiking. So just because it's inexpensive doesn't mean it ain't gonna last. Great,
Right.
the Nets are here. So,
But be careful, folks. There is a fake 511 that are Chinese.
yes.
It's also one size smaller than American feet.
Yep.
So make
That's why
sure
I
you
have
get
to
the
buy mine
proper.
here in the US.
Yeah, that's what Dave said. Because if you pick up the Chinese one, always the right foot is bigger than the left foot for some weird reason. I don't know why. It's like they have a lopsided model. Yeah, I don't know.
Anywho, all right, it's time to jump over to Gills. So I haven't gotten an email from Gil yet. Maybe he'll send me one here in a minute. So Gil, if
Okay,
you're listening,
folks,
I didn't get
catch
an
you
email
later.
yet. Catch y'all later. Howie, jump over to
Howie,
Gills.
jump
We're going
over to Gil.
to Gills. And thanks for stopping by. Howie. Appreciate it. So we'll see everybody over at Gills here in just a few moments.